Jimmy Labreck here from EH Medical, and I have with me today again Dr. Kristen, medical provider here at EH Medical. And today I want to talk about the part 2 of the immune system, which is the secondary barrier, meaning once bacteria and viruses, by the way, we're dealing with trillions of those. We're talking hundreds of trillions of bacteria and viruses that our immune system handles every single day. So once the bacteria and viruses have broken, if you want, the skin barrier or the mucus barrier, now we have another part of our immune system that deals with that. So Dr. Kristen, what are those organs? How does that work?
So for bacteria or virus or any pathogen to get into our body, they need to get past our barriers. So that would be, like you said, if there's broken skin, or if they get to the mucous membrane. And the mucous membrane looks almost like Swiss cheese. And so if the virus or the bacteria get into the mucous membrane, they're able to go through the holes of the Swiss cheese into our body.
Yeah.
So once bacteria and viruses are in our body, it's our body's job to send the soldiers out to get the invader, so to speak.
Okay. And what organs in the body produces those good white knights that are going to defeat or keep control of all those viruses and
There's
such?
a lot of different organs included. The thymus, the liver, the bone marrow. Other organs are the tonsils and the adenoids in the body. So we have a lot of organs working together to keep us healthy.
So all those glands and different mucus, not mucus, but different I'm going to call it second barrier of the immune system, are different organs in your body that are in the family of the endocrine system, if I understand it correctly, for those of you who have heard this term before. And the job of those organs is to create the white blood cells that will attack those viruses and bacteria. Is that correct?
And not only correct, memorize who they've attacked. And so if they recognize them again in the future, they already have a response memorized.
I see. So, for example, people have had the flus over the years, and the SARS, and the MERS, and all these other diseases processed from viruses in the past. Even like the polio or the chickenpox, right? As soon as those viruses and bacteria enter our body, what happens then?
Our body attacks and memorizes. So they know in the future, if that comes into contact with us, how to take care of it, how to get rid of it.
So it is always best, obviously, to have natural immunity against all those viruses. So technically, we do want to get exposed to all those viruses and bacteria so that our body can fight it properly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So can you see how this immune system is amazing, how God created all this? All of it are again the control of your brain, spinal cord, and nerves. So I think it's fascinating. Now, people are re-entering the world. They unfortunately will touch things and put those unfortunate viruses into their eyes, nose, and other orifices in their body, unfortunately. So at that point, your immune system will kick in, do its job, and what kind of immune system do you need for that fight to happen at its highest level, and obviously never have to deal with the sickness or the diseases of any of those bacteria and viruses?
Right. For that to happen, you need a healthy immune system.
A healthy immune system. And how do we get that?
So there are a few things that we could do. Number one is eating correctly. So making sure we're getting the right nutrients in our body. And with that, vitamins and minerals. So making sure we're plentiful there. Exercise, reducing stress, enough sleep, and basic behavioral patterns, so practices. So washing our hands and wiping down surfaces, all those things will help.
Okay, well that's great news, because what I'm hearing correctly here is if we have control over almost 100% of that stuff, if we do the right things, right?
Do the right things, right?
Okay, so guys, the good news is you can have a very strong immune system no matter how old you are. That's the good news if you do the correct things. So in our next video, we're going to be talking more specifically, what are those things that you need to do at home and in your life to make sure your immune system is at its highest so that you can fight everything properly and be healthy and be strong. Have a great day, guys.